Good evening, February 27th, 2018. Simon Fairfield Public Library Trustees meeting. We have a quorum. So the first item of business is the minutes. Everybody received the minutes and have read them.
Take one down, fetch it up.
And if you have any questions, comments,
I just have one comment. I have officially changed my last name
To Williams?
Williams, yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi, Kevin, you haven't missed anything.
We just started.
We just started. Have a seat. Thank you. Okay, so with that bit of news, is there anything else about the minutes? Okay,
I think you
seeing none, can I get a motion to accept the minutes?
so moved.
In a second, please.
Second.
All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? That passes. Treasurer's report. 'Cause it's on my list.
A sheet is being passed around. On one side, it says assets, town appropriations. That is where we're at on our budget track for all of our municipal tax appropriations this year. We're pretty much right where we should be. On the other side, special account assets, we did get our first disbursement from the state for our library incentive grant. So right now, we're actually up to a net gain for the year so far of $4,893.65.
Excellent.
And that doesn't have balances on it. I'm still trying to tweak how I run these reports in a way that it spits it out where it's not gobbledygook. It's the hazard of using free software instead of
Instead of Excel.
Any other questions on the report, treasurer's report? Want a minute to go over and just see what's in front of us? Okay.
I make a motion, we accept the treasurer's report.
In a second?
Second.
Thank you, Barbara. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, you're up, pal. Director's report.
Director's report. I sent out a new newsletter today because as I was composing my director's report, I thought, why not just address this to the public and send it out in the newsletter? And,
Cool.
you know,
I saw
have
it.
to have time I have to spend writing things. So the big piece of news that I'm excited about is that January was a ridiculously good month for circulation. Even though our door count was down, we had less people coming in and out of the library. Usage shot up in terms of our materials, and it wasn't just electronic stuff. We saw an increase in circulation of formats pretty much across the board, but the big drivers were Overdrive, where we saw a record-breaking month of 420 circulations, and Gale database searches, believe it or not, academic databases, floating library circulation statistics. But we see these bumps every now and then where depending on what students are working on at the schools and how much their teachers or librarians push the access that we have to the Gale databases, we'll get like a flurry of use, you know, because most of the time that number is closer to zero. But periodically we get these upsurges. So hopefully everyone remains aware that the library website has a hyperlink to free reference databases, which your kids can use for all of their research needs. Take note, parents and teachers. We have an affordable housing lottery session that's going to be happening at the library in March for the North Street condominium project, and then the lottery itself will take place at the library in May.
Really?
What is this?
That is the new development on North Street, the condos there. 38 of the units, I think, are being classified as low-income housing. So if your income is less than 80% of the median for the area, which for a family of 4 is $64,000, I checked, then you can apply for this lottery. If you win the lottery, you get dibs on one of those units for, I think, $188,000 instead of their going price of almost $300,000.
Wow.
I mean the duplexes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how they got them in there.
Apparently.
Because otherwise, those things would never have been built on that street, on that property, if it wasn't for that.
But
We're
so
going
they're going to do the
North
lottery
Street.
at the library, and they're going to have an information session there. We have the packets and the applications.
What's the date of the information session?
It's in the newsletter, but it's not in front of me. I apologize
I'll
for
check
that.
that.
It's been a chaotic.
And the lottery's in
Evening.
May?
Mm-hmm. Betsy's knitting group has made a lot of new hats. Next, they're going to start working on socks.
Cool.
How many did she fill?
Yes, she did. I think she has 7. She only wanted to take 6, but I think that she let in another person.
Okay. That's fantastic.
It's pretty awesome. It's fun to have them there in the library on Tuesday evenings. It means we're full sometimes, though. I think 2 weeks ago, we had the Intrepid Readers meeting where the DVDs are. We had Jerry's Chess Club in the back. We had...
Knitting up above.
Yeah, we had to have knitting up in the loft. I had to take a folding table up into the loft and put them up there because we had the Historical Society meeting in the basement. It was a busy night for the library.
Popular.
Well, that's fantastic.
Tuesdays-
I like seeing that.
Something about Tuesday nights. That's when everything happens.
Yeah.
Except for Josh's book club, which happens on Thursdays. And about Josh's book club, Josh got married and is moving. So May, I believe, is going to be their last book club. So the greatest book club ever will be drawing to an end. And
Do you know where he's moving
I
to?
find a way to replace it. I don't. But it's been nice having Josh Tetreault lead the book club for the past, I don't know, at least since I started here. Thanks, Josh. And we wish you luck. But
Oh,
you know,
yeah. It's
there's
been
still
fantastic.
there's still 3 more, I think. March, April, May. Maybe April's the last month. I'll have to double check because communication is hard with that group because they're there Thursday nights and I'm not there Thursday nights. So we leave sticky notes, and it's like ships passing in the nights and throwing sticky notes at each other. But that will be missed. Also, Ashley Landry, our page, has gotten a job in her field, which she just graduated for in December. So we're losing a page, but I anticipated her departure and hired a replacement for her back in November, whenever I had to hire the replacement for Melissa. So we're already set, but we will be missing Ashley.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, good luck to both of them. Good luck with both of them on their new ventures. Anything else? Any other questions for the director? Okay, I'd like to move on to old business. First point is building renovation, and I got a parking lot light. The light estimate, did we get one?
The estimate for replacing the non-functional light socket on the back of the building with an LED that would be sufficient to illuminate that entire lot is $430.
Okay,
From not a long ago, from Jeff Grenier, who pretty much does all of our electricity stuff. And for the rest of the town too. He's Adam's guy.
Mm-hmm. So we would need, you're looking for an estimate, a motion to approve $430. And if we did that, where would those funds come? We take it out of the building?
Let's see, what do we got here?
That works. There's,
Yeah, it is for the building.
Mm-hmm.
it's an accessibility issue too, so I think it's
No.
justified.
Okay, so moved. I make a motion that we,
Well, which is, I don't want the $500 I gave into the interest-bearing account to be used. There's another building account.
No, I can't spend that money even if I want to, I don't think.
Well,
I mean, regardless, y'all would have
that's
to
only,
approve it, so.
only one listed here is building donations. So I know there's another hunk of building donation money somewhere.
Yeah, this is not the best. All this is income. This is not balances.
okay,
So is it $20.20? That's nothing to sneeze about for interest. I think that's great.
Well, that includes the, some of the line items for income can go into multiple accounts. So that includes what we've gotten, from our cash register. Anytime we find money in the library on the floor, we put it into the cash register as a building donation. So some of that is that.
I found a $20 bill and 2 dimes.
No, but it adds up over time. And we have had, some people come in and be like, here's $5 for your building fund, every little bit helps, so we take it. And so the income is basically, your $500 donation plus the $20.20 we have collected otherwise. It's split into the two accounts, the building donation
But we have
account.
no idea what's in all the accounts.
Yeah, because I printed out the report wrong, and we have cash flow instead of balances. But the balance is fine. There's still at
still quite a bit
least
in there. There should be quite-
14,000, I think,
Yeah.
in there.
so I think
So from the non-interest-bearing account.
the non-interest bearing public, building account. To illuminate the parking lot.
That's illuminate, not eliminate.
I'm looking at last month's, and it says building donations, $18,535.60.
Okay.
Okay? So if it hasn't changed a lot over the month, which I don't believe it has, but that's what last month's was. So I have a motion to spend a sum of, how much was it again?
$430.
$430. Did I get a second?
Second.
All right, thank you. Is there any more questions or discussions on the motion before we move? Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none. Would you inform Adam?
I will do so.
Is there any other building renovations, parking lot issues that we need to talk about?
Does, who rakes?
I will.
You will?
I'll backtrack it. It's the worst thing is that
It was.
we don't have freeze. Yeah, there's not a, but January was so cold, but we didn't have snow. Yeah, so we'll pull that, I'll run up with the machine and I'll pull that back and we'll knock it back in and recycle it. We'll let it thaw first.
Every time I park, I just try to edge over a little bit
Yeah.
to pack down.
How's it been as it's warming up? I haven't been back there. Is it?
It's been fine. There's one
No.
little mud hole,
Yeah.
which I'm sure you've noticed.
Yeah,
But that's the only place.
yeah. And I can imagine on a Tuesday night, that parking lot's pretty full.
Yes, on Tuesday night it's full. Tuesday afternoon it also fills up. 1 o'clock is when our sing and swing with Deb Hudgens is, and it's always full around that time.
Oh, yeah, devil draw 'em in.
So whenever you're pulling stuff in, if you can pull some back into that mud hole.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Yeah, we'll wait till the winter's gone.
Because I think we assumed everyone would come in and then turn into the parking lot, and instead they come in and they keep going before they turn into the parking lot.
Mhm.
They've sort of made a nice little
Yeah. No,
It's fun to drive through and see mud flying everywhere.
yeah, you gotta go wash your car, right? So, that'll get taken care of, sometime in the spring. All right, with that, I wanna move on, FY '19 budget. Have we heard,
I presented to FinCom, was it 2 weeks ago now, or last week? Ellie was there. Presented as per our last meeting, you know, we had the 5-year projection, we had MAR, gave them the information. They're behind on their meetings because they weren't able to have a quorum tonight. So I don't know how that's going to affect their schedule moving forward. Board of Selectmen started discussing the budget last Tuesday and will continue their discussions next Tuesday night. They kind of foreshadowed the fact that, you know, we've kind of reached a cliff at which services look like they're going to have to be cut. And just looking at, last year we were kind of given a year by the selectmen using an extra $100,000 of free cash, taking what the town draws out to $600,000 a year, to keep operations for the town afloat. This year, there's just a lot of external realities that the town can't really do anything about. The Blackstone Valley Tech assessment has gone up $250,000, I believe. Pensions are shooting up by about 10%, and that's going to happen for the foreseeable future. Insurance rates have increased by, I believe, about 8%. So, I mean, just looking at the math, the town is not in a financially stable place, which puts the library in a very uncomfortable position. So, you know, without advocating from my chair as the library director, I'll just want to inform the trustees and the friends and the library advocates and anyone else who is concerned about the library and its continued existence. Now is the time to make yourselves heard. And that's all I will say on that for now.
okay. Any,
Unless y'all have further questions.
questions or other comments?
No.
Right, I wanna move on to Friends.
We're doing pretty good. We sent out flyers at the beginning of February, and so far we've had 57 people donate, and that's, and of the 57, 18 were brand new people.
Wow, that's great.
Oh,
So
that's
that's like
fantastic.
up 32%.
Yeah, yeah.
Of, or 32% of the donors were new people. And the average donation for all the people that gave is about $32. That's adding everything and dividing it by 57 donors. The average of donation from the new members is $25, so that's pretty good. We're about 19% ahead of last year in the amount that has been given to us so far. And we still have 1 day left in February, but I'm not sure if I'm going to find out if we, you know, if we'll see how my day goes tomorrow. But so, and Justin's following my orders on the sign, putting the Friends want for memberships for this year on the sign, and then I did submit to all the papers, even yours, something about the, I hope it got in there, about the Friends membership oomph for 2018. So that's it for the Friends.
Okay. Any other old business? How about if we check to see if we get any new business?
One thing, Because I forget that I can use this as a platform for communicating with other people as well as y'all. But tomorrow at 11 o'clock, we're having our really cool book and movie club at the Senior Center where we'll be talking about Remains of the Day. Even if you didn't read the book, the movie's really good. And if you bring your lunch, you can come.
I wish I could.
Okay. What time does that start?
11.
11? All right. So that's tomorrow at 11. Okay. Any other new business? Okay, hearing none. Our next meeting is March 27th. With that, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
And a second? Second, and standing vote. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you coming out.